Really appreciate that. Also, I want to thank you for co-sponsoring on HR 1207,
Yes.
the Transparency Act. I'd also like to, if you could look into HR 833, the Abolish the Federal Reserve Act. And speaking of reading books, The Creature from Jekyll Island by J.R. Griffin is, if you want to know about why you should end the Fed, great book to read. But off topic, I wanted to, there's a lot of reports, especially like online, about police being militarized, like in Boston, being given semi-automatic weapons. Places in San Bernardino, which had military troops during a DUI checkpoint. And so I want to know from you, how can we prevent that from happening here?
Well, the DUI checkpoint sounds a little excessive. Dick, I hope we don't do that, you know, because we don't want Fred to overreact when he sees those machine guns. But no, seriously, I think it's a very important point, except if we're talking about the border and some of the border security issues.
Right.
Let me say this. And the reason I make that exception, I think it's a very important division in the United States between police responsibilities, and Europeans feel the same way, between what police does and what the Army does.
Right.
But we have a problem right now in terms of cartels that are operating on the border. And as I talk to the border sheriffs, and I've been down there, the cartels are better armed than they are. And in that particular incident, we really need to, we've had several hundred attacks on border patrol agents and deputy sheriffs over the last year, and you've seen what's happened on the other side of the border, 5,600 people killed last year. So that's the exception that I would make to your rule. I think it's very important that, we recognize that the police should not have a federal military role, but if it's on a U.S. border, I have a different conclusion. Yes, sir.
You brought HR 1207